We are again grateful to God for the privilege of being back with you and to share with you once again as we continue to grow in the knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the power of our God, the manifestation of His presence, the fact that there is none like Him. And so we welcome you, one and all, as you prepare to come on and to share with us on this good midday Monday. And we are looking so forward to engaging with you. Gladys, good midday to you. Cora, good midday um, to you. Praying all is well with you. Minister Marcia, good midday to you as well. I see y'all coming on. Grateful to God for the privilege to be able to be with you once again. Terry, good midday. Good midday, Nancy, Gaither, Doe, good midday to each and every one of you. It's good to see those of you who are coming on board to share with us. It's been a week since we've been together, but we are here. Denise, good midday to you as well. I was going to move a little further into the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6, but as I was sitting here going through this, the Lord arrested my spirit and said, no, I want you to kind of finish up some of these other names. I was like, okay, I'll be more than happy to do that. Good midday, Laverne. How are you? Okay. Missed y'all too. Okay. Thea, good midday. Ella May, hey dear, how are you? Okay. Barbara, good midday to you. Grateful to God for those of you that are here with us. Oh, I got Barbara. Yeah, good. It's good to be back. You know, it really is. Everybody need a break sometime. Darlene Madison, bless you. Good midday to you as well. So we're glad for those of you who are on our Facebook pages. We are grateful for those of you who are on YouTube with us today. And we give him glory and praise for the privilege to be able to come and to share with you. And so for that, we bless his name. So we see that there are those who are still coming on. I usually try to get on probably about my good friend and brother, James Mansell. Hey, good midday, my friend. Got a little bit behind on a couple of things. You know, when you're away for a week and then you try to get caught up. So I might as well tell you what the schedule is going to be. Good midday to you, Minister Faye. Pee Wee, how are you? Yeah. We are back, but we want to share with you the schedule on how this is going to work this week. I'll be on today and tomorrow at 12 noon. Wednesday, I will not be on because I will be sharing with Pastor Thomas in Dayton, Ohio, in the celebration of his mother's homegoing. And so we want to be there. He is a good friend and brother, and we want to be there just to be a support to him. We will be on Thursday, but we will not be on Friday. And the reason for that, or Saturday, at noon. I'm not sure what times I'll be able to squeeze it in because that is OBSC's Nan Williams Women's Retreat. And I will try on Friday and Saturday to get in snapshots a little later. The reason I'm not scheduling them just yet is because I'm not sure what time these sessions will end. And so I'm running the Zoom chat and getting people assigned and doing what need to be done to make sure everything flows as it should. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that, give you a heads up. But let me talk about. Remember, a few weeks ago, I was in Matthew chapter 6, and Timothy, how are you? Hallowed be thy name. And when I went through, good midday, Erica, when I went through hallowed be thy name, it resonated with me, and the Spirit of the Lord said that I really needed to help you to understand the names that describe the interactions between the people of God. And this is an important thing for us to know: the people of God and God himself. Pastor-elect Jordan, how are you, sir? And so this is overwhelmingly important. Doing well. And with that in mind, there's a couple more names that I want to give you, and I kind of want to help you to understand some things about what these attributes mean. The next one I want to talk about is Jehovah Makeshadem. Oh yeah, Jehovah Makeshadem, the Lord who sanctifies. Let me spell it out for you. Mekoddishkem, Makeshadem. Jehovah Makeshadem. Okay, Mekoddishem. The Lord who sanctifies. Okay, if you want to know where that's found, Exodus chapter 31 verse 13 says, "But as for you, speak to the sons of Israel, saying, you shall surely observe my Sabbaths, for this is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am the Lord who sanctifies you." Now, this is an important thing for us to understand and to recognize and to see. We have in Christendom kind of created sanctifications. Okay, y'all, you'll catch this. Yeah. There had to be a certain dress or a certain lack of things, that needed to be evident. And I'm not saying that it meant that we would dress like loose and all of that other kind of stuff. What it's basically saying is that it does no good to appear, Winnie, how are you? It does no good to appear sanctified, set apart, when the actual sanctifier is not in operation in your life. Oh, bless his holy name. Because in the text, it says, it was not your dress, it was not your verbiage, it was not any of that. He says, I'm the one, I'm the Lord who sanctifies you. I am the one who chose you out of millions to be with me, to identify with me, to walk with me. What's up, Linda? To be what I have preordained. Man, I'm telling y'all, see, here's the thing that makes us different from every other religion that exists, is the fact that the process is not predicated upon our good works. The process is predicated upon us being available for God to work on us to become what he has preordained what we should be. And that's an important word. And I keep saying it over and over and over again. Number one, God already knows those who will come to him through Jesus Christ. And because of that, there is a preordained destiny, oh God, that is a part of your life. And God moves, brings, allows things to come into your life that develop and discover who he says you are in him. All right. And this is important for us to get and to recognize. So he is the one who sanctifies us. Why? Because he's the one, here we go. He's the one who really knows what true sanctification is. He's the one who is the one who sets us apart, who makes us different, who causes us to stand out when we're not trying to. For those that were with us on Sunday when we preached the word of the Lord, you have to understand that in the midst of what God is doing, there are things that will happen in your life that will cause people to know who you belong to. Oh my God, it's so good to know that who I am is not based upon man's edicts and man's thinkings and man's limitations, but it is based upon the fact that if, here we go, I would just obey. Why? Because it's personal. Why? Because in due season I shall reap if I don't lose heart. And I recognize that all the processes that are taking place, okay, Betty, all the processes that are going on in my life are the sanctification process of a God that I surrendered my will to so that I could be what he created me to be, how he created me to function, how he created me to witness, how he created me to interact with mankind so that they could understand the difference between living in flesh and walking in spirit. Oh, did you catch that? I want to make sure you caught that, because that is so important. And if we would just do one thing, surrender. If we would surrender, God will do the rest. But when, hey, Katrina, hey, Marcus, but when we decide what sanctification is, it becomes a work. When God sanctifies us, it becomes a fulfilled process. It says it in Exodus chapter 31, verse 13. Okay. This is important because you need to understand. Okay. You need to understand that I'm the Lord who sanctifies you. I sent my son to die for you when you were wretched so you could become righteous, but the righteousness you walk in is not yours, is his. He is the validation and the conduit and the capability to live right because you're allowing the Lord to do it through you. Yeah. So he's Jehovah Mekeshadem. Okay. He is the one, not you. He is the one, not your works. He is the one who sanctifies you. All right. And so I got to get us to understand it. And that's the reason why we get so bent out of shape. That's the reason why we go crazy. That's the reason why we lose our minds, is because we trying to quit habits that you can't quit. They just need to be surrendered. I just wish see it just needs to be surrendered. And when it's surrendered, then God is now in a position to do something. I wish I had somebody to do something through you that you could not possibly have imagined you could ever do for yourself. Hope y'all caught that. Now the next one I want to talk about is Jehovah Rabbah, Raab, Rabbah, Jehovah Rabbah. He is my shepherd. Now you got to remember. Okay, yes, that's Psalm 23. You have to remember that there's a personification that is being brought into your life through Psalm 23. Okay. And Terry, here's the thing that many of us gotta catch, because he can't be your shepherd until he becomes your shepherd. He cannot be your shepherd when you don't allow him to shepherd. He was grandmama's shepherd, he was mama's shepherd, he was daddy's shepherd, but he must be your shepherd. You must again surrender. You must surrender. We can trust God as we follow him, knowing that he is a good shepherd who leads us along the right paths toward the things that are ultimately for our good. This is such an important truth to stand on, because it's important for us to understand that when God leads us as our shepherd, he will never, catch this, he will never lead us into anything that will destroy us or distraught us. If things are happening that are shaking you, it could be shaking you so that he could shake off what's standing in the way of him leading you. Ooh, Chaplain Hearns, how are you? I wish I had somebody that's catching what I'm saying. Many times when we say all things work together for good to them that love God and are the called according to his purpose, we forget that the sanctification process is also a process of elimination in order for fulfillment to take place. It's a process of elimination so fulfillment can take place, because your flesh cannot sit on the same throne as Jesus. There must be a surrendering. Can I wait on you? Can I wait on you? You must surrender. I preached about this Sunday. If you would just obey, I dare you to look at Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 through 14. I dare, because by the grace of God, next Sunday, I'm going to preach the other verses. I dare you to look at Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. I dare you to look at it, because in the midst of that, here are the promises of God. Now, somebody might say, well, that's to Israel. We're engrafted through Jesus Christ. So the promises to Israel are also our promises as well. Ooh, teach, Pastor. I'm doing the best I know how. I'm doing this the best way I know how. Oh, bless his holy name. And so in the midst of this, he's my shepherd. The thing about it is, he will never lead you, lead me, lead us into anything that's detrimental. Now, I didn't say some things won't hurt. I didn't say some pain wouldn't come. I didn't say some issues would not take place. Cecile, how are you this morning? Praying Larry is doing better. I'm not saying that trial won't, I'm not saying any of that. But what I am saying is that he has the authority and the power to lead us into victory, to lead us into strength and power and resilience, to the point that we recognize that no weapon formed against us can prosper. I just needed to wait on you. I just needed to wait on you. I just needed to wait on you so you can catch this, because this is something that has to be in your spirit. R-A-A-B, Rabba. Okay, he's my shepherd. How many times have we led ourselves? How many times have we deceived ourselves? How many times have we manipulated ourselves out of victory into failure? And yet still, his rod and his staff is there to guide us and direct us back to, ready for this, our original perpetuity. The first thing is to give him glory. The second thing is to give him glory. The third thing is to give him glory. The fourth thing is to give him glory. The fifth thing is to give him glory. We were created to glorify him in in RAAB, in our walk with him. So that's what I needed you to recognize and to understand. That's what I needed you to grasp on today and to walk in it. I'm hearing some strange noise, so I'm getting ready to do some investigating. Listen, y'all be blessed. I pray that our encounter today has encouraged you, has blessed you, has provided for you just what you stand in need of. See you tomorrow. May God bless you and may he keep you, is our prayer.